Hey Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. So I'm having technical issues with my computer. My camera is not popping up. Normally, if you watch my videos, you know that right down here where this C is, that is where you would normally see me. And it is not working. And oh wow, I can make it bigger. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that that was something I could do. Sorry, just checking things out here. Okay, so I have all of these BOLOs up in the tab here, and I'm going to go over them with you guys and share them with you. Before I start, be sure to subscribe down below and click the alerts button so that you get alerts when I post new videos. Okay, so the first one is the Briar Horse. There are newer versions of these and there are older versions of these. The vintage ones are the ones that you are looking for. From what I understand, the ones that are dappled like this are the very rare ones, the ones that go for a lot of money. I do want to show you right here. They have a good picture of the branding on the inside of the leg. So that is what you need to look for. Again, I don't know. I've seen the branding in different areas on these, so I think the newer ones are maybe in different areas. But definitely do your research on how to identify these if you do see them at a sale, because there are different there's many years that these have been out. So let's see. This one's from the 60s. And again, I don't know how they know that, but it's got a broken ear. It's funny because I saw one at a garage sale. It was like a yard sale over the summer, and it had a broken ear, and I didn't get it because I thought anybody would want it because it has a broken ear. But it wasn't anything that was this fancy. But broken ear, discoloration spot on its belly. The bottom of two hooves are dirty. And it is still at $411, 21 bids, 65 watchers, 7 days, 12 hours to go. So these are big money if you can find the ones that are rare. Super, super cool. I anticipate that this one's going to go pretty high. It may hurt it that it has the broken ear. I'm trying to see if I can get a close-up of the ear. Yeah, it doesn't look horrible though. Still looks like a horse. All right. So, let's see. Sorry about this. Need to get back into where I was. Okay, so this is the original listing I wanted to talk about. So vintage ties. Okay, so this is a lot of vintage ties, 11 of them. They are silk. 19 watchers, 18 bids. It's at 101 right now. Still has 6 days to go. So where I was at, I was looking earlier. I wanted to show you guys vintage tie. And we're going to go into solds. And we're going to go to highest first. And I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to go to list view. That's what I like. If you see anything with like a pinup girl, like these, those are big money. Right here, $199. This is a cowboy and a campfire, $198. These are the ones you want to be on the lookout for. They go for big money. So I just wanted to show you that while we were talking about the vintage ties. Okay. Okay, so we've talked about vintage girls' dresses, and it's usually like the frilly lace, real pretty ones that sell for big money. This one is kind of plain, but it looks to be in, really good condition from the photos. It's currently at $40, 20 watchers, 19 bids, and has 5 days to go. So definitely one to watch. I am surprised that it's that high already, but yeah, definitely one to watch. But if you see the frilly, pretty lace ones that are like fuller at the bottom, those do really well. Okay, so Waterford glass. This is vintage. Looks like it still has the original box and packaging. Old stock, mint in box. It's at $147.50, 43 bids, 33 watchers, 5 days to go. Glass, I feel like when I find glass, I'm always super confused. This one is pretty easy because it says it on the side, but definitely do your research on glass because some of it goes for a lot and some of it does not. Okay, so Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a varsity jacket, and if I saw this when I was out, I'm not sure I would grab it. I would have probably looked right past it, so I'm glad I'm seeing this listing. And yes, I know this is probably very rare and probably not something I would see, but hey, you just never know. Doesn't hurt to learn what is going for big money. Okay, so it looks like they purchased it from the designer of Sonic and they stored it in their closet for a year. They paid $1,799 for it. And let's see, they started the auction out at 99 cents. Now that is a brave seller. Wow. I'm not sure if I would take that gamble if I paid almost $1,800 for something. I'm guessing they know that it's going to go for a lot of money. So I am definitely going to be watching this one. If you want to know how to watch something, which I'm guessing most of you do, you just go up here and click add to watch list, and then that'll save it in your watch area. I don't know what it's called, the area where you watch items. And you can go in and it'll show you all your items that you are watching. And their feedback, oh, that looks a little rough. Okay, so Bakelite, again, is very popular. This one is 36 bracelets. Super cool. $96, 22 bids, 20 watchers. There are ways for you to identify Bakelite. I actually found some little, I think they're bingo chips, and I wasn't sure if they were, so I was trying to do the test. So I searched YouTube and, watched some of the videos, did a little bit of research, just through the search bar and tried to figure out how to identify it. There's you can rub it and then smell it, and it has a distinct smell, but I don't know enough about it, and I still wasn't certain if mine were or were not, so I just listed mine as plastic. So anyway, moving on. Definitely ways to figure it out, but you will have to do your research because I am not real clear on how to do it. So I need to find a piece that I know is, and I need to run the tests, and then I will be able to maybe do it better in the future. Okay. These are vintage special detective magazines. 2 of them here. $40.24, 34 bids. I have never seen these magazines, but I am definitely going to be on the lookout for them now. Pretty cool graphics. From 1947. That's amazing. 4 days, 23 hours to go. So definitely one to watch there. Okay, these are vintage NFL helmet decals. 93 pair total. They're from the 80s. So yeah, pretty cool. Actually, it's probably at a pretty decent price right now. It's at $153.50, 21 bids, 24 watchers. Still has 3 days to go. I'm guessing this one's probably going to go up a little more. I mean, that's a lot of decals, so we shall see. All right, the next one is this 1964 G.I. Joe. Again, G.I. Joes go for a lot of money. I don't know anything about G.I. Joe. I know that if I see it, I am going to research it because there are a lot that are selling for big prices like this. This one looks to have his weapon and hat, and he looks to be in, his accessories look to be all there. So he looks to be in good condition too. So that's pretty cool. This shows you what to look for. So it says 1964. See, this is the stuff that helps me to learn because I know that the Barbies have it on the behind, but I did not know that G.I. Joe had it on the behind. 21 bids, 32 watchers, $224, 3 days, 17 hours to go. So watch for those G.I. Joes. Okay, so here is a cool Batman. Is it Batman? Yeah, Batman. Thought no feet on this one. And let's see. 25 bids, 29 watchers. It's currently at $68.99. 3 days, 16 hours to go. The cape is original. So I was trying to see if there was any additional. Oh, that's kind of cool. Now that should be their main photo. That is cool. All right, guys, Pez dispensers. This one isn't even that high. I was going to see if there was like a date on it or anything like that, but I don't see one. Okay. Now this one is the weirdest one of the group. These are hotel room key cards. I don't know why anybody would want one of these. If you know, please comment below in the description of this video because I really want to know. I mean, maybe people just collect them. I don't know. Very good shape, but they're at $305 for these guys. I mean, seriously, it makes you want to start like collecting weird stuff. 5 watchers, 18 bids. 3.5 days to go. So pretty interesting. There are 287 of them. So business, travel, pleasure. Let's see. 2.5 pounds. Huh. Anyway, interesting. BOLO. Very cool. Okay. So this is an amplifier. It's a Fisher. I don't know anything about these, but I just wanted to show it to you because I found it. I don't know if this is high for these or low, but it's 35 bids, 69 watchers. That's at $427 with 3 days to go. So don't pass them by just because they're super old. People want these still. Okay. This is kind of a fun one. It's an automatic coffee maker and it's unused in excellent condition. It's definitely vintage. I mean, how cool is this? Somebody probably got this at a thrift store. Doesn't it look like something you would find at a thrift store? $61, 18 bids, 25 watchers, 2 days, 23 hours to go. Okay. Now this one is another cool one. So these are butterfly and moth, and they're calling it taxidermy, I guess. When I think of taxidermy, I think of like deer that are stuffed, but hey, you know, I guess this could qualify. So these are mounted and they are very, very neat. I am surprised that they're this high, but $114.50, 26 bids, 22 watchers, and 2 days, 23 hours to go. I am definitely going to watch this one. So pretty cool. All right, here's another one of the horses, the Briar. This one is a unicorn. I think this is so cool with the blue hair. I don't know if this one's vintage. I don't know how old it is. Let me see if it says in the description. No dates are popping out at me. Let's see. She said she's selling the matching. Oh, wow, that's cool. She's selling this one also, but it must be a different listing. Trying to see if she's got the marking showing on this one for you guys to look at. I don't see it. That's surprising. Okay, sorry, I was hoping it would be there, but this is very, very cool. It almost looks fuzzy. Is it fuzzy? Looks fuzzy. Okay, so yeah, big money on some of these. Again, it depends on how old it is and how rare the actual item is. Okay, this is a car kit, a vintage car kit. It's complete and unstarted. Very cool. They've got everything laid out here so you can see. I have found a few things, not this exact type of thing, but things like this, and I'm always like, oh, I just don't know if it's complete, and I get out the manual to try and check things, and sometimes I just give up. Okay, 409. This is at $409. 34 bids, 83 watchers, 2 days, 23 hours to go. Okay, these guys are cool. They are wrestling buddies. And it looks like, I think they're like plush pillows. Yeah, they're kind of fun. 152.50 is what they're at, guys. So definitely be on the lookout. 32 bids, 20 watchers. Got a little bit of damage there. Might clean up, might not. So yeah, pretty cool. 2 days, 23 hours to go. All right, this is cute. And I'm thinking, Valentine's Day is coming up. So maybe that is why this is going for a little more. Maybe not. Super cute, a little planter. It's at $89, 21 bids, 39 watchers, almost 3 days to go. Okay, so these needlepoint items, if they are not complete and they are vintage, some of them go for big money. Now, the ones that are complete typically don't go for as much, I guess, unless they're rare. I'm not sure why this one is going for so much, but it is at $78, 28 bids, 35 watchers, 2 days, 22 hours to go. So I can't explain this one, but I wanted to share it because it's pretty cool. It's a lot of work. All right. Okay, this one's weird too. It's a sun visor for a Ford Chevy. I guess if you have an old vintage car, I can see why you might want something like this. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. So maybe this isn't that weird. I was thinking it was like a thing that you lay in your windshield to keep the sun out. It looked like it was just folded over, but now I'm looking at the other pictures. So never mind. Sun shield, 305, 30 bids, 57 watchers. I can see why this is at 305. So probably not really a BOLO. Sorry about that one, guys. Okay, now this one I had to keep looking at. I'm like, what is this? And they are 8 tradable game cards. I mean, there's 8 cards. That's it. Just a bag of 8 cards from 94. So not even, old, but not super, super old. And they are at $122.50, 28 bids. Almost 3 days to go. Pretty cool. Okay, so I went to an estate sale this weekend and they had sheets of buttons like this, but they were so expensive. They had $100 on one of them, I think 200 on another, and there were only like 3 or 4 sheets left, and they said that the table was full and they had sold. So I'm guessing they had some pretty valuable buttons there. Out of my price range. But anyway, this is pretty cool. And it's funny that I found this after I saw those. So this is from 1955, and it's a carded collection display, and these are buttons. This one is currently at $76, 18 bids, 15 watchers, 2 days, 20 hours to go. I was trying to see if it said, oh, they're in North Carolina. I was like, I wonder if they're in the same state as me. Nope. Okay, so vintage Polo Ralph Lauren. We know that the bear does well and like the ski ones, but these are shoes. I think they're shoes, or are they slippers? Let's see if they have more photos down here. I'm not sure why they only have one photo. Okay, here we go. Here they are, guys. Fancy, fancy shoes. They're definitely shoes. So, yeah, they are at $86, 23 bids, 32 watchers. Okay, vintage cigarettes. Yeah, so this was another weird one. I found some weird ones. I searched and searched and searched tonight to get all of these for you guys. It takes a long time to find things that I haven't seen before because I search so often and I post so many in the Facebook group. If you're not in my BOLO Facebook group, definitely join that. If you look down in the description of this video, I will post the link for that down there. So these are vintage cigarettes, 12 watchers, 25 bids. They're currently only at $35. I just thought it was a weird one that I want to watch. I don't know if it's going to be a major BOLO, but I'm guessing that somebody probably got these pretty cheap. So if they're selling for 35, I mean, that's probably a decent profit. But it may go really high. Who knows? I'm guessing nobody is going to smoke them, I wouldn't think. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, right? Okay. Vintage patches. These look like they're racing patches. So you can kind of go over and let you guys look at them all. These are currently at $208.50. 51 bids, 7 watchers, 2 days to go. Always, always search patches, guys. There are Boy Scout patches do well. Just the old vintage patches. People want them. So definitely, definitely do your research on those if you see them. Okay, I haven't seen one of these for a while, and I saw it, and it made me smile. It's an old Christmas Sears catalog. This is from 1966. Super, super cool. I just think these are so neat. I mean, I wouldn't pay $124 for it, but I think it's cool to look at as an eBay listing and see that somebody is getting $124 for it. So cool. 25 bids, 23 watchers, 2 days, 16 hours to go. So if you see the Christmas catalogs from Sears that are older, grab it. You're probably going to get it cheap. Okay, so this is a vintage Disney tin mechanical walking wind-up toy. Super cool. He's at $207.50, 36 bids, 14 watchers, 2 days, 15 hours to go. Okay, so this is a deluxe sun lamp light. It's vintage. It looks like it's working, obviously, from the picture. Let's see. Tanning lamp. Cleaning out my dad's house. As a chubby, middle-aged dude, I know absolutely nothing about tanning, so I can tell you what I know. Now that is funny. I believe it's never been used. The eye protection piece is still sealed in plastic. I did plug it in and the bulb came up right away. The timer sounded to be working, no issue. Now that is funny. Anyway, it's at $56, 27 bids, 15 watchers, 2 days, 15 hours to go. And it looks like this seller, from the sound of the description, they got it free from their dad's house. Too funny. Okay. We know about the Lionel trains, that they go for big money, but this is just the track. So I thought this was pretty cool, and I thought I would share it. $83.56, 25 bids, 23 watchers, and 2 days to go. So definitely one to watch. Okay, this is a vintage NES Nintendo action set, original box, Mario Duck Hunt. Pre-owned in good condition. It's currently at $77, 35 bids, 28 watchers. So, okay, this one's cool. I like this one too. It's a vintage John Deere mechanical pencil. I couldn't remember if it was a pencil or a pen. John Deere stuff goes for big money. The snapback hats, crazy money. If you see those, grab them. Anyway, this one is at $58, 19 bids, and 18 watchers. Still has 1 day, 18 hours to go. So that is a fun BOLO right there. Okay, now, some of these go for big money. This one is not very high yet. I'm guessing this is going to go higher. It may not, but I'm guessing that it will from the research I've done in the past on these. But again, sometimes sellers get lucky and sometimes sellers do not. 1 day, 16 hours to go, 20 bids, 42 watchers, currently at $27.03. I would say this is a great time to be selling it, so hopefully the seller gets lucky and they get some more bids. Okay, vintage colored pencils, gently used. So, this is pretty cool. I don't know if this is like a good brand, but they are currently at 106.68. 24 bids, 14 watchers. 1 day, 15 hours to go. So definitely a cool auction that I would not expect to go this high. Okay, now this is fun too. This is a He-Man cape. Just the cape, guys. Just the cape. And you would have to be a toy collector to even know that that went to He-Man, because I would see that and I would have no clue. I'm sure it's not marked. Toy collectors out there, how do you know that this goes to He-Man? Any tips for us? If you have one, please comment below. 22 bids, 48 watchers, 1 day, 14 hours to go, and it's currently at $59. Definitely a cool BOLO. Okay, so I talked about magazines in one of my other videos, and here is another magazine to look for. Ebony. This is from 1964. And this is not a huge BOLO. It's at $21.50 with 17 bids, 5 watchers, but you can usually pick these up for 50 cents, a quarter, $1. And if you can flip it for $21.50, I say that's a BOLO. That's something I'm going to be on the lookout for. Anyway, moving on to the next one. These are very cool. This is from the 30s or 40s. Again, I don't know how people identify clothing. I'm not good at it. But I guess it's just one of those things that if you know it and you learn it, you just know when you see it. Very cool. This one is going for big money. It's got 22 hours left. It's got 21 bids, 61 watchers, and it's at $225.50. I want to see what the seller started this one at. I like to go in and check it out. $24.99. So I am guessing they might be a little surprised. All right, guys, I have one more for you. Again, don't forget to subscribe below. Now, these are Marks, vintage Marks horses. And got a saddle here. So it's a lot of 3. I was hoping that they would show us the mark on it, but I don't see it. Just found it at an estate. $127.50, 20 bids, 6 watchers, 19 hours to go. So I'm going to post some of the links for some of these auctions down below. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all of them because that is a lot. But you can search the titles. But yeah, so check down below. Again, my BOLO group for Facebook will be down there. And also, if you want to be featured on my YouTube channel is called BOLObuddies, in case you don't see that. So subscribe. And if you want to be featured, I can feature your items that are auctions, that are active, that are doing well. And I can also feature your solds that are BOLOs, items that you bought low and sold high. It's a great way to get exposure to your store. I show people how to go into your store. So definitely check that out below. I'll post the video for that. And please comment, and I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for watching.